Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this very neutral and soft makeup look. This is the same look that I had in my big, curly, sexy, messy boho hair video. It's very neutral, it's very soft and subtle. So let's go ahead and get started. So I cleansed my face this morning and I used the soy milk cleanser from Purlisse. This is a really gentle wash that will help to soothe and tone your skin. And then to help balance our skin and hydrate, I'm gonna go ahead and add this Pure Moist Hydra Balance Moisturizer. And for primer, today I'm gonna use the Maybelline Baby Skin primer. I don't really like the way this feels on my face, but it is really good primer actually, especially if you're using a matte foundation. So now I'm gonna conceal underneath my eyes and I'm gonna use my Maybelline Master Conceal. I've been using this every single day. I'm like totally obsessed with this concealer. And I'm just gonna apply it underneath my eye and then buff it out with a blending brush. For foundation today, I'm actually gonna use my Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is in the shade 127. So it's a medium skin tone with neutral to yellow undertones in it. And the reason I'm using this one and not the L'Oreal one, this one is a little bit less matte. It's not dewy, it's just less matte than the L'Oreal one. And I'm applying it with my Morphe G2 brush. Okay, so for a little bit of highlight around the eye area, I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime pen in the shade Light Boost. Now to set my under eyes, I'm gonna use the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is in the shade Banana in my e.l.f. small tapered brush. Now I'm just gonna add a really subtle contour right on the nose, and I'm gonna use the NYX Medium Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette, just this shade right here. And this is a Luxie 110 brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I'm actually gonna use my MAC powder today. This is the Select Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade NC30. I was gonna do my L'Oreal Infallible one, but I don't know where it is. Now I'm gonna do my contour. I'm gonna use my highlight contour palette from NYX, and I'm gonna use this shade right here. And I don't want a fierce contour today. I know in other videos I use this brush. This one's really good, this one from Crown, to do a really strong contour. But I want to be a little bit more subtle today, so I'm gonna use a fluffier angled brush. Okay, and bronzer. I wanna be really, really bronzed today. I was gonna use my NYC color wheel, which you guys know is like my favorite right now, but I just dropped it and it's like shattered into a billion little pieces, so I might have to get a new one. But I got this one from NYC. This is called Sun and Bronze, but this one's a little bit shimmery. Actually want something bronzier than that one. So I'm gonna use this one. This is the Bahama Mama one from the Balm. This one's really, really bronze. So I'm actually gonna layer this one and my Milani one. All right, so I just went really heavy on the bronzer, but it's okay, because I wanna be extra bronzy. Now I'm gonna add the Milani Baked Bronzer on top. This is number 5. I'm not gonna put it all over my face as I did with the Balm one, just like kinda right here. Ooh. For blush today, I'm using the City Color blush. This is the Be Matte one in the color Papaya. This one's really pretty when you do like very bronzy, neutral looks. I wanna layer a Milani blush on top just to give it a little bit of a glow. And I'm going to use the Luminoso one. I really like the combination of the Papaya one and this shade. So I'm just gonna really lightly add some on top. Just to set some of my face, I'm gonna use that same NYX HD Finishing Powder that I used underneath my eye area. Just gonna add some right in here. Just right down the center of your face or wherever you feel like you get more oily throughout the day. And for cheekbone highlight today, I'm gonna use something that I talked about in my favorites video. This is the OCC pigment. This is the one called Flicker. It's like that melony, peachy, goldish kind of color. So we're just gonna add it right in here, and that's gonna give our skin like a really bright, luminous, summery glow to it. And this is just a Crown Duo Fiber brush. If you wanted to add a little bit more of a glow, like to your entire face, there are a few different products that I would recommend for doing that. I'm gonna wait till I'm done with my eyeshadow to actually do that, but I would recommend either using the e.l.f. the golden bronzer, this one that's a very shimmery, like shimmer brick, or this one from NYX, their Sunkissed finishing powder. This one would be really good to add to your whole face if you wanna add a nice subtle glow without using the pigment everywhere, because it's like really intense. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes, and I'm just gonna add an eyeshadow base really quickly. I'm gonna use the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC and a Luxie 120 brush. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the actual eyeshadow, and My favorite thing about this look is that this is such an easy look to accomplish. I feel like anybody could do it. What I'm gonna be using is this eyeshadow, and this is Uninterrupted from MAC. It's one of their Pro's longwear shadows or something. You can get it at any MAC store, but this is for sure like the only eyeshadow from MAC that I would ever recommend or encourage you to buy, because it's like the perfect shade. It's a really soft brown. It has a really yellow undertone to it, so it's not too dark. That's one of the reasons why I really like it. It's gonna be very subtle and not too intense. So I use it very, very frequently. And I'm going to be taking a MAC 217 brush and just adding that directly into the crease. When I put this eyeshadow on, I'm gonna be doing like the windshield wiper motion, just like a half moon directly in my crease across the eye. I'm going to come back in and just buff it out. This is pretty much what it's gonna look like. It just adds like a very nice subtle crease definition. I'm just gonna blend it out with this brush. This is a Crown C441 Pro Blending Crease Brush. This one's a lot firmer than the other one that I have, but I'm just gonna use it and buff it in circular motions to buff everything together. Now I'm gonna take a MAC 219 brush. This is just a firm pencil brush, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the Uninterrupted shadow to the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna use a Rimmel pencil. This is the Exaggerate Eye Definer. This is number 213 in the nude, and apply it to my waterline. This is gonna help to make your eyes look a little bit brighter. All right, now for the lid color, just to finish off the eyeshadow, this is literally like it, which is so great. I'm gonna come back in with that OCC pigment that I used as a highlight on my face and just add it to the center of the lid. I'm not gonna use any base or anything or like try and pack it on really heavy. I just want it to be like a subtle gold glow to the eyes. If it starts to come off a little bit, it's okay. I'm just gonna not use an intense base or mix it with a mixing medium or anything. I want it to be a little bit more natural, I guess. But I think it's the perfect shade to add to the lid to make your eyes just look a little bit more open and wide and awake. And then I just want to brighten up the inner corner of the eye a little bit. Nylon would be a really good color if you have that from MAC. I think I lost mine. So I'm just going to use this. This is the Face Glow from Girlactic in the color Natural, and pack it onto the inner corner of the eye using another pencil brush. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Okay, so now we're ready to put on some lashes, and I'm going to be using my Ardell lashes. I already put glue on them. These are the Whispies. These are like everything. They pretty much go with every look. Also, if you're gonna not use these ones for this particular look, I would just recommend using a lash that has a very thin or clear band, a very lightweight band, so that way it doesn't show up, just because we don't have any eyeliner on the top lash line. Just that way you don't see it. Also, if you put on lashes that are too thick with this, it'll just kind of kill the whole natural vibe we have going on. All right, so we're gonna let the eyelash glue dry, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to lipstick. And I wanna do a nude lipstick because this is like a very nudish kind of look. I have so many new nudes that I've been obsessed with lately. It's very hard for me to decide like what combination I wanna use. Just to show you really quickly, one of them is Poise, which is from Dose of Colors. It's like a very peachy nude shade, a warm nude. This one's really opaque though, so I'm not gonna use that one. Also this one, which is a ColourPop lipstick, so it's only $5, very inexpensive. This one is Cookie, which is a very pretty nude shade also. But today, I'm going to be using this one from Nars that I got a few weeks ago. This one's called Belle de Jour. I feel like this is more of an effortless nude. It's kind of more sheer than the other colors that I just showed you, so I'm gonna use this one with no liner. So this one comes out as more of like a glossy, creamy, kind of sheer nude color, as opposed to the other two that are really like intense. So we're pretty much done with the makeup. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this NYX powder as a finishing powder, just to kind of make it a little bit more glowy on my face. And to apply it, I'm just gonna use a duo fiber brush. Okay, so I just finished up with the makeup, and I went and put this necklace on. I don't know why, I'm just feeling really weird today. But this necklace, I feel like it's really cool. It's from White Fox Boutique, and I'm just like into statement pieces right now, which is very strange for me because normally I don't wear jewelry at all. But I just really wanted to put something on because I felt so plain. Anyway, so we're all done with this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you feel about me doing more neutral / natural-ish eyeshadow looks. I'm having a lot of fun playing around with doing minimal eye makeup and no eyeliner, so let me know what you think. For details on any of the products that I use, make sure you check the description box down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.